Okay, so today I will show you how to use the pub and sub mechanics in Level Maker. So first you make a new level, and then you go here and you see there is the button. So if you place it down and play, it doesn't do much. So what you have to do is, you place down a block that you want the pub and sub to activate. So what you have to do is tap on the button, and you see there's the die pub key and the die sub key. So you go to the pub key and type in anything that you want, like let's say just 1. And then you click the other block, then you go to the sub key and type that same one in 1. And then the block disappears, but then when you press the button, it reappears. And then there's multiple different options as well. So if you remove this, then let's say put like an asterisk in it instead. And then you set this one to the same one as well. The blocks still appear, but when you press the button, they all disappear. And there's one more. If you go here again, and then type the ampersand, and set these ones to the same one, it's very similar. So they still should appear when you click play, but when you press the button they all fall instead, which allows them to have gravity, like this. So they basically all turn into like the box. And you can kind of push them, not really. It's quite difficult. But yeah, pretty cool. Now I will show you other things you can do with pub and sub. So you see here, there's these blocks here, the green ones, and then there's the red ones. And there's a red button and a green button. Right now, these buttons don't do anything. So what you have to do is, if you want this green one to do something to these blocks, like delete them, you can tap on the button, set it to like green with the asterisk, and then set these ones to sub key green, the same one. It has to be the same one. And also has an asterisk, which gets deleted. Then it can be deleted when you press this button. But if you hit the other button, it doesn't do anything to that one. So let's say you put this one red, and these ones red as well. It should work. Oops. There. Like that. And you can beat the level. Now, let's say there's a boss, and you want to have to defeat the boss in order to beat the level. But right now, if you defeat the boss, nothing will happen. Look. You still cannot enter the door. So what you want to do is you want to get the key right here. You place it down, then you tap on the boss, set this one to like boss, the ampersand, or no, just none. You don't need any because it'll spawn the key. And set this one to boss. So when you defeat the boss, the key should appear. There. You have to wait a bit, it takes a while. Then the key. Then you can use the key to beat the level. Now, there is a button, and then there's these blocks, and you want them to fall when you tap the button. Right now, nothing will happen, and you can't get past. So what you want to do is tap the button, set it to like fall, and then ampersand. Then do it to these blocks as well. Wait. You have to select the same block so you can swipe on them and then it works. So then if you go over here, now if you tap the button, the blocks fall. You can also make the button fall as well by putting the same one here. Wait. There. And it works. There. Now there's a coin and you need to collect it so you can get to the end. But when you collect the coin, nothing happens. So what you first might think you want to do is tap on the coin, but nothing happens. So if that doesn't work, then you get the snake block. Then you place it next to the button. Make sure it overlaps with the coin. I mean, not the button, the coin. And then tap on the coin. Then it works. You can set it to coin. You can get rid of the snake block after that. Wait. Then this will be coin. And then, when you collect the coin, you can win. Here is another level. When you play it, it seems kind of boring. Nothing really happens and you can't really die. So to fix that, you should use red enemies right here. So you can get a button and a thwomp. Then you put the thwomp like close. Make sure this circle right here, the thwomp's range, is on the ground so it can actually like see you. Like this. That should work. Then you put a button underneath the thwomp and then make it like this. Make sure it has like the ampersand so it falls. And then you set this one to that as well. Then when you play, the thwomp should be invisible. But when you go near the enemy, it falls. And you can do it with the other enemies as well. There. There. And you need to avoid the enemies. There. Then you see here, there's lots of enemies right here. And they are very hard to avoid. It is not easy. So what you can do is first, you see this first enemy. Wait. There. Tap it. And set the pub key to be enemy 1. So this is the first enemy that should appear. Then when you defeat it, you can make another enemy appear, like this one. This will be enemy 1. Then you make this enemy 2. So when you defeat this enemy should appear. And then this one there. And then finally, that's the last enemy. There's only one enemy. Defeat this one appears. Then this one appears. And there. But you can see this door doesn't open, so you can't beat the level yet. So the last enemy you put on, like, door. Then right here, door. And then when you defeat all the enemies, you can beat the level. There. This is the final one. You can see there's a coin. When you collect it, nothing happens. And there's a saw up here as well. So what you want to do is you need the snake block and tap on the coin and set the pub key. Let's say saw, then an ampersand so it falls. Then you need the snake block on the saw blade and tap it. And set this one to saw there. So when you collect the coin, something will happen. Cool. You can even add more slopes to make it more fun. You see here, it doesn't fall. Because of the slopes, it can fall and roll. Like this. And then it stops because of the slope. Bye.